Hi and welcome to today's Pickacard reading. Today's Pickacard reading is a big difference. It's not different due to the cards I use. I have used the Work Your Light Oracle cards by Rebecca Campbell, and there will also be timestamps as usually. There are 2 cards for each, as you can see here. The same goes for the 2 other ones. The difference is more about it's about Mercury retrograde, or rather how you can use the energy of Mercury retrograde the best for you. So that's why I've chosen this Work Your Light, because I find them very supportive in the way of when you choose to look inwards and work with yourself, and maybe even if you don't choose it deliberately, but you know what's going on and how can I best harness and use this energy of Mercury retrograde, or maybe even for some of you also for other retrograde personal planets. I'm getting now maybe Venus for some of you, if you have that in your in your what's it called, progressive personal horoscope, progressive right now. Maybe that will function for you too. The main focus is how to use the Mercury retrograde the best. And I'm already jabbering and my words are already like even more. That can be one of the signs of Mercury retrograde. And some of you might, Mercury retrograde, then I always need to do things up and I can't find out anything. And there's lots of bad things connected to this Mercury retrograde. There's also connected some good advice about this is times where it's extra important to double check any contracts, anything when you need to sign, and maybe if you have a paper or some sort of deadline, then revisit and double check that everything is as it's supposed to be. So that is very sound and very good advice always, but extra good advice during any Mercury retrograde. Well, enough from that of that. As I said, this is about how how you best can use that energy that's around Mercury retrograde for you. By and the cards will probably give you some advice about maybe what's going on and how to best work for yourself, what's a good thing to be aware of, and stuff like that. Because Mercury retrograde is also a very good period of time to sort of look inwards and for personal growth. It's also a good time to take a look back and see, okay, is there something I need to revisit? And that can often be something inside yourself. So let's get to it. Let's get to the choosing of the cards. And as usually, it's a good idea to use your intuition. You might feel drawn to more than one small pile, and then by all means watch both videos, but then I recommend that you watch the one that you feel drawn to the most first, either because there's most in that for you, or because there's a message in that within those cards that are important for you to get before you watch the other video. So from the left to the right, we have cards 1, cards 2, and cards 3. So please use your intuition, and see you in timestamps. Bye for now. Hi and welcome back to those of you who chose this little pile number 1, the cards number 1, and you got the Pillar of Light and Protection. And these 2 cards, even though they're very different, they're also similar in a way. They're similar in And the way up, you know, we have this vibration is rising, and call back your power, you know. And soul retrieval. This is also about cutting cords, but first we take this one. They are connected, of course, which is very much you. This time is a very good time for you to recognize that your vibrations are raising, and for you to help that process, help your vibrations to raise even more. It's important that you are calling back your power, you know. Um, so if you have any energetic cords out, most of us have, or some energetic hooks in from other people, or you know, are entangled, some, then it's important that all that are cut. Maybe imagine a big scissor cutting it, or a sword, or whatever works for you, or they're just a loosening or dissolving, whatever works for you. You know, just imagining all those strings and cords and how they dissolve or rupture, or someone cutting them in some way, maybe even you. That's very important in this time to find out, okay, cut that. Also where you might have put out some of yours, take that back. And not that you are not supposed to interact with anyone, but you know, sometimes when we interact with other people, especially when we care about that person, or if we are at a sort of vulnerable place ourselves, then we sort of leave something out there, maybe even sometimes by them, by the other person. We sort of leave a part of us out there and not getting that back. And now is the time for you to call that back. How can I do that? There are different ways of doing it. Maybe you already have an idea of how to do it. But the way to do it is about grounding yourself, closing your eyes, center yourself, also center and ground yourself, and connect up to the universe, down to the earth, and imagine how anything out there that is yours comes back to you and now is within you again, within your physical body, within your energy body, within your chakras, within your soul, within your spirit, within everything in you, so that you get any part of you back. It's often a good idea to do this more than one time. That's definitely a way to do it. You can also sit down in the same situation and sort of imagine a circle, uh, a circle of light, a bubble of light, turning anti-clockwise, you know, to go back and find what is needed until it sort of stops by itself and then begins to spin clockwise once more. And that is also a way to retrieve. Maybe you have your own way. This is only two ways to get back what is yours, and it's recommended that you do this more than once. Um, that was, you know, over here. So this will be even more, because you have the answers yourself. You are the oracle, it says. You have the answers within yourself. And if you don't feel you have it, you need only ask. There's this great connection of rainbow light, down, 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 and up, 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 up in the stars, in the center. And these two openings over here, it symbolizes the balance. We have the left, we have the right, we have the up and the down. We have sort of like everything. And you can see she's sort of, I see her as levitating. You might see her as some different ways. But you know, for me, it's like, it's not just, it's a symbol of the vibrations rising, you know. You are the pillar of light, and your vibrations are rising. And the more of you you call back, and the more of you you are within yourself, the more you'll be able to shine and radiate all that, and, you know, help your own vibrations raise. By that also the people surrounding you, the earth you walk on, you know, like everything. The more we are that call back our power, stay in our strength, raise our vibrations, shine our light, the better for us, the better for the earth and for humankind. And when you have chosen these cards here, this Mercury retrograde, and probably also other Mercury retrogrades, but this one in particular, it's a very good time for you to do that. That is special around this Mercury retrograde here in May, here in May of 2022, that we have this lunar eclipse also. So it's extra strong, and it's quite funny or a coincidence. Well, I don't really believe in coincidences, but this is also, you know, this is an eclipse. I'm not sure whether it's a lunar or a solar, but I feel that it's a lunar eclipse because it's in the night sky, so that it's eclipsed, especially for this reading here. So that's what it's very much about. Call back your power, recognize that your vibration is raising, and help that along by cutting the cords and retrieve what's out there that is yours. Retrieve that back to you within your soul, with all your part and the whole you. Because the more you become whole, the more you will shine, the more your vibrations will raise even more, and so on and so on. And this time, and the time is now, the Mercury retrograde for you is a brilliant time for you to do this kind of work and make that happen even more, and those energies and vibrations get stronger and raise even more. And excuse me for my wordings a little bit. I guess that is how I am influenced by Mercury retrograde this time around. Sometimes I'm not that influenced, but this time I definitely am. So sorry about that, but I feel that it's important this message come out anyway. So thank you for watching. Hope it resonates with you, and see you in another reading. Bye for now. Hi, and welcome back to those of you who chose middle cards number 2, the mini pile. And you've got the Pleiades and Lemuria. And that's quite interesting because it's both sort of a lost world, the Lemuria, and Pleiades, a star system that's sort of all about the joy and the happiness, and actually the Lemuria is sort of the same. It's saying creating heaven and earth. It's happening, and we have all these greenish and turquoise colors with the light rose color over here also. So for me it's very much heart energy filling this card, and for me the colors over here is very much about soul and spirituality. So for me these two connected within the colors, and the immediate energy I get is about you know, connecting with your heart and your soul, and connect those two to, you know, uplift the energy here on earth, and help, you know, creating all this joy and happiness within yourself, of course, within your loved ones, within your surroundings, and on earth, and for humankind as a whole. The text for the Pleiades card are a double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. Yeah, uplifting humanity with the joy, laughter, the feeling of happiness deep within the root of you, and within your heart, and within your whole body, and within the cell can feel how the joy is tinkling and just, you know, sparkling. But it's very much about this. And maybe you ask, how is this connecting with the Mercury retrograde, and how is this connected with me? Yeah, well, was my, let's see, it's connected with you because when you get these two cards, this is what you are here to help create. You are here to help uplifting not only yourself but the whole humanity, and by that be able to help raising the earth, and helping the earth, the nature, us all into this. Yeah, I'm going to say, I haven't said it, for some people call it new earth, but it's here. It's happening. It's already here. It's some people talk about third dimension and fifth dimension, and it's sort of pictures of third dimension is the life we are living, but the fifth are also, because they're existing at the same time. It's all about the mindset. It's all about, well, I'm not an expert on the area, so please don't hang me up on it, but for me it's very much about the mindset. It's very much about the vibrations, and it's not about some being left behind and some not. We are all going to raise our vibrations, some more than others, and the ones that are raising the most are helping others up even more. It sort of radiates out. And when you have called this, you're already doing it. Maybe you don't even know it, but you're already doing it by how you are, as a person. If you know, have a consciousness about how you live and what you choose and how you think, how your mindsets are and stuff, taking responsibility, uh, stop playing guilt game and the blame game and all that. Put that aside. Maybe just fall in the trap once in a while. Maybe you're just finished with that, and that's a really good thing. You've come so far, and by that you are able to help the rest of us, the rest of the world, the rest of humankind and humanity, uplifting humanity, channeling joy, channeling, and spreading the message of joy and happiness, and helping us all to stay in that feeling of joy and happiness and love, because that in itself will raise the vibrations immensely. So that is a very big thing. And here under Mercury retrograde is a very good time for you to work even more on that. For instance, by meditate, taking walks in nature, do things that make you feel the joy deep within every cell of your body. So you feel the sparkling feeling. So you get to shine your light and shine the joy and happiness. So you radiate that joy. So you radiate that light and happiness. And in that way, you are also uplifting all around you, all humankind, and helping the earth, and making this happen, because it is happening right here, right now. I know there's so much hardship and stuff going on in different places. I do know that. But the more of us, and you are one of them, that are able to s- s- keep that feeling of joy and happiness and keep it within your heart, spread it from your heart. We have the heart colors here, and we have the spiritual growth, and we have the soul growth and spiritual colors of spiritual here. So it's all connected. You are one of those that are helping creating all this new, helping us all move on from the feelings of lack, from the feelings of getting stuck. So you are one of those that by the way you are, by the way you live your life, are able to help us all. Maybe you're even one of those that are spreading the words literally. Maybe you are just, and just in the best kind of way, you want to, doing it by example and being an inspiration for all. But here during Mercury retrograde, it's not as much about, going out, starting to go out in public and stuff. It's more like, you know, yeah, doing by example and doing some more work within, because for every time you connect to spirit yourself, every time you ground yourself, every time you make that connection to the universe, to earth, and up back through yourself, every time you feel the joy within your heart, every time you let that shine and radiate from you, from each second you do that, you are helping your surroundings, the world as a whole. And you are helping, uplifting humanity for every time you do that. Each second, each minute, each hour. You know, every little thing counts. And Mercury retrograde is a perfect time for you to go within, feel how it feels, and feel how it spreads from your heart area and out through your whole body, and out in your energy body, and out, you know, out, embracing your house, embracing your street, your city, your country, your continent, the whole world. You know, just sit and feel how it begins from within your heart center and spread. That is, maybe that feels weird for you, exactly that. Maybe you have some other ways that works for you, doing this, that makes you feel this. Then by all means, that is how, that's fine, because we're all different and we do things different ways. I just told you what came to my mind when I watched these cars, and what would work for me if I was supposed to do it. You know, when I'm doing stuff like this, then I do it like that. And I know of many people where it works doing it like that. There are of course also many other ways of doing it, by with sound bowls, or yeah, there are many ways of doing it. But the important thing is here that you're invited to take it a step further, do it a bit more than you're used to. It's Mercury retrograde. It's time to grow from within, and what you grow from within and sending out will help so much more than just yourself and your loved ones. So that is what you are asked to do, and this is how you can use Mercury retrograde the best, both for you and for the rest of us. I think that was it for now. Yeah, so only left for me to wish you a lovely day, and hopefully see you in another reading. Bye for now. Hi, and welcome back to those of you who chose the little pile on the right, pile and cards number 3. And you have got the Warrior Woman and Soul Family. And they're very interesting today on this card. They are so much connected in the text on the cards. Oh my, it's like it's one card. It's saying, have you answered your deepest calling? Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Wow. They can stand for it themselves, you know. Warrior Woman, have you answered your deepest calling? So go inwards, see where are you in your life? Do you feel that you are on the right track, so to speak, that you are doing what you feel that is right for you? And if the answer is yes, then please do continue. If the answer is no, okay, what can, then ask yourself, what can I do to to adjust a bit, to reconnect with my path, you know. And the answer, some of the answers here, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. You have a soul family, we all have, and it's so beautifully illustrated here by different pairs, the whales and the dolphins, and the women down here in the heather. I think it's a heather, I'm not quite sure, but anyway, when you have drawn this, you have the energy of a warrior woman, of a warrior. It doesn't matter if you are a woman or a man here, or however you see yourself. That's not the important thing. The important thing here is that you have the energy of a warrior woman, and the warrior woman instead of a warrior man. How can I explain without sounding very biased and um, especially on Mercury retrograde? Yeah, uh, the warrior as a warrior man is something about, like just fighting for what you believe and going after it, like whoa, and it's very active and outgoing. The warrior woman is also fighting for what she believes, but not necessarily in a outgoing active way. It can also be in a more, standing your own ground way, and very much go in that direction that you feel called to. As it says here in the card, have you answered your deepest calling? Maybe you don't know if you have. Then Mercury retrograde this period of time is an extra good time for you to go inwards, sit down, close your eyes, connect to the ground, connect to your heart, connect up, connect, see, connect to your center, and ask yourself, am I where I want to be right here, right now? If the answer is yes, lovely. Then you can always answer, okay, what is next? What's next? If you feel, well, yes and no and maybe and stuff, I don't know and all that, then ask for guidance. And as the other card says, you don't have to do it alone. You have friends, you have family. Maybe some of your soul family is some of your friends, maybe some of your co-workers, maybe they're your neighbor, maybe there's some in different groups on the internet with something where you have similar interest. It can also be some in your family. Anyway, calling your tribe, it's both, literal, it's both, of course, asking the ones close to you that you feel you can ask, but it's also the ones that maybe not physically close to you, but that you feel this connection to. Those people are also your tribe. Those people are also your tribe. So this set of cards are asking of you to first find out whether or not you have answered your deepest calling. Maybe you have, maybe you already have begun and would like to, not going the road and alone. And you don't have to. You have people to connect to in different ways. Maybe in physical life, the physical part of life, maybe more like over the internet in different groups and stuff like that. Maybe both. And anything goes here. Where you feel this is my group of people, this here, him or her, I can connect. Those people here, I can connect. I feel at home here. Those people are your tribe, no matter if it's online or, more face to face in the physical, literal world. And you can get support there. But of course, it's Mercury retrograde, so very much about also going inward. So, and this is also why this card is the first of the two cards. This is about, you don't have to do it all by yourself. You have support out there. So if you haven't found it, open yourself up to find it. Maybe you don't even know how to find it. Then also go within. Mercury retrograde is a perfect time to go within, find out, okay, what is for me this time around, right here, right now? Where am I on my path? And what to do, either to course correct or as a next step. Is next step either way, in some way. But the first thing is she is holding the sword in front of her, to standing strong, standing her ground, believing who she is. No, that's wrong wording, sorry. Believing in herself and being the person that she truly are. You are asked to do the same. Being the person you truly are. And not compromising in a way and ways where you feel that you are setting yourself short, where you feel you are changing yourself in ways that feel off and giving parts of yourself away. That would be unhealthy choices. If you have done them before, many of us have, me too, well, they are great learning experiences when you have come back from them, but yeah, well, that's a whole different story. This here is very much about, have you answered your deepest calling? You don't have to do it alone. Call in your tribe. So you're not alone in this. You are also told that you are definitely not alone in this. Yes, you sit there by yourself, physically by yourself maybe, to find out, but you can ask in your angels, your guides, when you sit there. Maybe you have a connection to some spirit animal, or someone in your family that's passed over or something like that. Then you can ask them to. If you feel that you're totally on the first step ever here, then sit down, ground yourself, close your eyes, ground yourself, feel your heart open up from your heart and from the top of your head while you stay. Feel grounded, for instance, feel like roots going down from your feet, or how you do it. We have different ways of doing that. And they stay open to the answers and ask something like, of course, with your wording that feels right for you. Please help me with answers. I feel grateful for getting answers for what to do and what is my true purpose. This is just an example, of course. You know what the wordings are for you. If that is the case, that you feel that this is step one, this is one way to begin with step one. I need to take a sip of water, excuse me. Sorry. So let's get back to the whole and what it's good here for Mercury retrograde. It's also a good time. Maybe you've been too busy in the outer world with work, family, career, all sort of practical stuff, tending to different things. And there's nothing wrong with that. But with Mercury retrograde, it's now time to, okay, now it's time for doing the work inside. And again, you can meet up with other people, and I know of a woman. She goes to these meetings where they do this ceremonial, this cocoa ceremony, where they make some cocoa in a special ways, and they, and they meet at this sort of, and she feels at home there. It can also be you meet in a dance group, a meditation group, maybe even a book club. You meet with people that you feel are sort of kindred spirits, and where you can grow and exchange. So where you can feel and get your support, so you can be that warrior woman that you are within. And this is not necessarily just if you are a woman or a man, that's not important. It's the energy of the warrior woman. By staying strong within who you are and using this Mercury retrograde to reconnect with that strong energy and connect, maybe for the first time, or reconnecting, finding even more people and places where you feel that you belong. So you have that support, so you can be able to stay strong and follow your path and answer your calling. Because we are all needed, and so are you. You are here for a reason. And if you feel you are alone, reach out. If you already have reached out, then go together and make the energy so much stronger. Be proud of who you are. You are asked to be proud of who you are and radiate and shine your light, radiate your strength to keep you strong and to help your surroundings also. So stand your ground and help other people be themselves to who they are. Is that it for now? Yes, that's it for now. So yeah. So I truly I wish for you that you are finding even more of your tribe, and wishing you a lovely further journey further on your path, and hopefully see you in another reading. Bye for now.